everyone, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Guess what I'm doing? I'm actually going through all the comments where you've suggested YouTube channels for me to watch, and I'm clicking on every single one. Like, I'm actually going to every single channel that you have suggested, and I'm going to just like get a vibe off their channel and subscribe if it looks like it's something I'm interested in. So I guess that's about 3 hours of my day that's going to be taken up today. But yeah, like, thank you so much guys for all your YouTube suggestions, because half of the, like, I mean, more than half, I reckon 3/4 of those channels I've never even heard of before. And because YouTube only sort of shows you the stuff that you currently watch, like it only sort of suggests channels along the lines of what you're currently watching, it's never even suggested any of these channels to me, so I didn't even know they existed. So yeah, I really appreciate all your suggestions. Some of these look like they're right up my alley, so I've got a crap ton open on my screen at the moment, and I'm just going to go to their homepage, get a vibe, see if it's sort of what I'm interested in, and subscribe to a whole heap of channels. So give me a few hours and I'll be back. Well, about 50 new YouTube channels later, I'm nearly done. The only person's channel suggestions I still have to go through, and I have to make special mention of this person because she went over and above any expectation I had for channel suggestions. Carolyn Holland, my goodness, thank you so much. There's literally, I don't know if you can see it, millions. So I've gone through everyone's suggestions, and I've still got to go through Carolyn's list, and there'll probably be at least 20 more I'm going to be adding to my YouTube lineup. So thank you so much for all that effort, guys. Today I thought I would start setting up my planner for next year. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I work out of an A5 size Filofax. I have this one in stone. It's a A5 Moorland in stone. I've also got an A5 Moorland in purple. That's my other favorite. And they're pretty much the two main ones that I use. So I thought I would do some new dividers, set up my new planner pages, and basically just get my new planner ready to go for next year. I'm going to create some dividers. I've got all my planner pages which I've created, and I'll show you how I designed those as well. And I've got Netflix on, so I'm just going to have something playing in the background. I'm just going to work at the dining table here and just whip up some dividers. So if you would like to join me and watch me do that, then let's go. So what I tend to use for my divider pages, so these are just an example of one of the divider pages I use. I actually used to be subscribed to Planners Anonymous subscription boxes. So each month you would get like a planner kit that came with different papers, stickers, washi tapes, die cuts, all of that sort of thing to, you know, decorate your planners. So I've got heaps of paper packs that I still haven't used yet, and I like to use these paper packs in creating dividers for my planner. Okay, I'm just going to tilt you guys down so you can see how I do it and what I do. It's very simple. So I've decided to go with the celebration pack. I think it's just a fun theme to start the new year, and I really like the colours, and it will go nice with my purple Moorland as well. So I think I'm going to be using that at the start of the year. So these are just the different papers that you get in the pack, as well as a vellum sheet and an acetate sheet as well. So you basically get 2 of each design, and they're double-sided, so we get enough to make 6 dividers. We've got 3 different sized washi tapes here that come with the same set, so it's along the same theme. We've got some die cuts here, some of the larger die cuts, a journal card and a thank you card, and also a little to-do list notepad, which I will put at the back of the planner. And then I've also got a sticker kit that goes with this theme, And inside the sticker kit, we've got a heap of other little die cuts that I use to decorate the dividers. as well as some journaling cards. I also use these on the dividers as well. So there's quite a few journal cards there. I think there are about 6 of them, which matches perfectly to the amount of dividers that I have. And then we've got all of our stickers. Now, I don't use a lot of stickers within my planner, but I do use the days of the week and the numbered stickers to, you know, put obviously the days of the week on my planner. But yeah, I don't tend to do a lot of sticker decorating in my planner. These sort of stickers I'll probably save for my actual journals and things like that, things that I'm going to keep, because I just love the stickers. I don't really want, I mean, my planner pages I just throw out after the end of the year. I don't tend to keep them. So yeah, the stickers I'd probably use in a journal that I intend to keep. So what I typically do is I get a divider that I'm currently using as a guide. I will then just slice the paper. So I do this for all 6 dividers, just go through, slice the papers up into the right size, and then we'll come back. I also cut the vellum sheet and the acetate sheet to size as well, because I also use these within the planner, and you'll see where I use those a little bit later on. So I've got all of my dividers now ready to go, and I'm just basically sorting out what order I want them in. So normally I'll go 1 pattern side and then 1 plain side, and then 1 pattern side, 1 plain side. And then I will decorate the plain side with some of the die cuts, which we'll show you now. So now we're just going to hole punch the dividers, and you can do this either using a single hole punch, just lining up one of the previous dividers with the new ones and doing a single hole punch through all the holes, or if you've got a 6-hole punch for a Filofax, that would be even more amazing. So now I'm just hole punching all of my actual planner pages. I just created these myself on the Pages app on my iMac, just using some basic tables and text boxes. It was only because I couldn't find something exactly what I wanted, and this setup is just perfect for me. So I will show you just quickly how I actually created these, because I know a couple of people were asking in the comments last time I sort of showed it quickly. So I use the Pages app on the iMac. So my page setup is, I did it on an A4 size, so I've put it in A4 in landscape, okay? So that's my page setup. Now the margins, I've got 1.27 centimeters on the right, 1.27 centimeters on the left. There's no margins on the top and bottom. So that's the document as a whole. For the table, we have, if you can see there, I've created a table using 7 rows and 4 columns. So that's for each day of the week are the 7 rows, and the 4 columns for the actual day, the day and the date, and then I've got 3 columns for what I'm using it for is appointments and events, bills and meal planning. Okay, so that's the 4 rows of 7. And then down here for the first row, the sizing is 2.79 height and 1.74 width. That's centimeters. So that's that column, like this one here. And then for this column, we have 2.79 height, so the same height, but then we've got 3.82 width. Okay, so if you create 2 tables, I just created one and then just did a duplicate. Now, as far as where they sit on the actual page, for the first one, we've got their position at 1.27 X and 0.74 Y. So if you just put all these sort of figures in, I think it should set it out the same way. I don't know any other way to describe it. And then for the second table, the position is 16.09 on the X and 0.75 on the Y. So if you create those, that should print out correctly on the page. And then when you slice it down the middle, it should have enough gap here for your rings and here for your rings. Okay, so that's page 1. And then for page 2, so I've just created some text boxes on here. And this first text box is the size is 5.77 by 8.81, and that's the position. So if you put it in, you know, if you want it created exactly like this and put it in, that's where you need to put it. So that's this box up the top. The one below it, that's the dimensions and the position there. And then the big to-do column, and then the big to-do box, that's the size and that's the position there. So that's for the first half of the page. Then, I mean, if you kind of line up this, like if you do a copy and paste, so create each of those boxes first and then do copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. And then if you just kind of line it up, well, it does this in Apple anyway. If you just kind of line it up with the top of this one, it'll sit it in the right spot for you. So see how it brings, like when I'm moving it, it brings like little positioning markers to show you when it's actually in alignment. See when you've got that one going down, it's showing you that, okay, now it's horizontally like in line and now it's vertically in line. So yeah, that, I mean, I don't know if regular computers do that, but that's like a feature of the iMac. So it's quite easy once you've created your actual boxes to then just line it up with the page above it as well, and it should then give you the correct dimensions. I'm not really very savvy on this sort of stuff. It was actually just a fluke, really, that I just created it so quickly and it all seemed to turn out. Because now when you print this, if you print it double-sided, it should print this on the one side and then this on the other side. And when you cut, like when you slice it down the middle, the correct page should be back to back, you know what I mean? That was the hardest bit for me to work out, is to work out whether, you know, I needed to flip these around or whatever the case may be. But yeah, as far as getting the sizing and the right sort of gap here for the rings, that was kind of just, I fluked it. So I hope that kind of helped explain how to do it. I don't know if it did, but that's the best I can do. I'm so sorry. I'm just not really savvy at this sort of stuff. And as you can see, my layout is pretty basic. Like that's all I wanted. So that's my planner pages. So now I'm just using some of the stickers from the Planners Anonymous Celebrate pack to put my days of the week and dates in the little box there. Okay, so here is the final planner setup. I'll just take you through it quickly. So I've gone with my purple Malden. All right, so in this pocket, I've just got some stickers, that belong to the pack. So if I want to use the stickers in my planner, they're just there. We have the clear acetate sheet just to protect the pages from getting scratched on the zipper. We have the first section here, which is my daily diary. So that's just a little title page, and I've just decorated it with some extra washi. And so this will be the start of week 1 in January. So we're starting on the 2nd on Monday, and I've just used those stickers, just cut them out to fit my little spread here, and then I can also decorate with some stickers later as well if I feel like it. So I've only just done the first month of like pretty much just all January doing the stickers, and then I think January ends here, and then we start to go into February, and then for February I'll pick one of my other sticker kits and decorate for that theme as well. So that's pretty much the full year all in there. And like I said, I'm going to use this side for my weekly to-dos, and then I've got 2 spare boxes there if I just want to note anything down. So that's the first section. The second section is it's like finance, like all our bank details, but pretty much all personal details. So like bank details, passwords, registration things for the car. So but yeah, basically that section's all our personal stuff, like family personal stuff, so I can't really show you that. Next section here is going to be my health section. So currently I've just got a 30-day circuit program in here at the moment. This I actually downloaded from the internet, from darebee.com, if you can see that there. I'll link them in the description box below. They've got really good workouts on that website, like thousands of them, all different ones. So I've just printed off this one. Not sure if I'm going to start January with it, but it's there for when I want to start. And so yeah, this section's going to be anything to do with health and my healthy habits series. Any video ideas I will put in this section. So the next section then is the house section. So anything to do with the house, I've just got here like a monthly declutter and deep clean schedule. So I've picked a different room for each month that I'm concentrating on, and I've always got that there. And then I've also got a 52-week organized home challenge. This was from Home Storage Solutions 101. If you go to their website, they'll have an updated one. This one's from 2021. I'm just using it as a guide. I don't necessarily follow along day to day on theirs. And then here they've set out like a whole 52-week plan of organizing and decluttering your home. And yeah, like I said, I don't follow it to the day. I just use it as a little reminder or guide to say, hey, don't forget to declutter this or declutter that. And then here I've just got, I've just written down some house projects that we still need to complete. And then I've just got a few spare pages blank there for any other project ideas. And then these were just some house plans that I had in the back of my book. So next section is my, what would you say, like not a personal section, but like all my likes and favorites and journaling type section. So in here, I like to print off like a cover of each of the TV series that I enjoy watching. Either I've watched them, haven't watched them, want to watch them, still need to complete them in the middle of watching them. I just like to have like a visual of all the different TV series. So I just put that there, and each year I just add to it as well. Jessie is like, you're so weird, Mum, why do you need to do this? But I just enjoy it. And then here I've got like all audiobook suggestions. This is all from last year. I haven't really touched it. And my book list from last year as well. Again, I'm not really into reading books at this stage, so this probably won't be really getting much thought for next year, but I just thought I'd keep it in there anyway until I've come up with something different. Then any podcasts that I get recommended or someone suggests, I'll just note it down in here and then add it to my podcast list. Same with songs. If I hear any good songs or I remember a song from my past, or just want to note down, oh yeah, make sure I remember to download that song, I'll just add them there. And then same with movies. If I hear about a movie or remember a movie, I write it down there just as a reminder to watch, I guess. And then this page is for like gift ideas. So I have one for Michael, Jamie, Jesse, my dad, and then 2 spare. And I just, throughout the year, I'll just write down some gift ideas as I think of them, or as I, hear something mentioned, I will jot them down there. So when birthdays and Christmas come up, I've at least got a few ideas. And then at the back here, we've got 1 year's worth of journaling prompts. So 365 questions for a better you. And it's got like 1 question for each day, all throughout the year. So again, I haven't followed this or anything like that, but it's just there if I ever want to have a prompt, if I'm doing a journal and stuff like that. And then here I've just written a list of the different types of journals that I'm hoping to start next year. And yeah, we'll see how many of them we get through, but that's sort of my plan. So I've just got some spare pages there blank to fill out. And then the last section, my last tab, which is stuck to the page. So my last tab is my YouTube tab. So I basically just put any YouTube ideas down in here, any schedule ideas, video ideas, and that sort of thing. And I've got a heap of paper there just to, jot down any different ideas or something of upcoming videos. I've got like a little calendar here of different things happening throughout the year and, what might be some video suggestions. Again, different types of video categories. And then some video ideas. So yeah, and then I've also got like a month by month, like I've just got some sticky notes sat there. So say for when I start thinking about videos to do for January, I can just jot some ideas down there, and I've pretty much got one of those pages for each day, for each month of the year, and just some sticky notes so I can jot them down and then just tear them off, and then I can still reuse that page for next year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then at the back here, I've just got the vellum sheet, then another plastic protector sheet, and then just a little to-do list notepad that belongs to the same themed kit that I've been using. So yeah, that's my 2023 planner set up, ready to go. I just tried to keep it fairly simple for next year. My main aim is to keep track of appointments and events, bills and meal planning, and just a running to-do list for the week. That's it. That's my planner for next year.